Many people recognize the benefits of reading books and understand its importance for personal development. However, observations show that the number of people who read is decreasing each year. A popular quote on the internet says, "Those who read books will always rule over those who watch television." The meaning of this phrase is clear, yet few people start reading because of it. One might argue that the development of science and technology, along with the progress of society and civilization itself, forces us to reconsider our views, and reading is supposedly no longer as relevant as it was in, say, the 19th or 20th century. However, this is not entirely true, or rather, it is not true at all. In this video, we will examine 8 reasons why anyone who wants to grow should read. It is well known that reading books directly affects the development of imagination. Imagination is the ability of the mind to create images, ideas, and representations, and to manipulate them. It plays a key role in mental processes like modeling, planning, creativity, and memory. In a broad sense, any process involving mental images is imagination. Reading is one of the most effective ways to develop this ability because, as we follow a storyline, our brain paints pictures that the eye doesn't actually see. We imagine how characters look, the settings they are in, and much more. To see the crucial role imagination plays in reading, think of the times you've watched a film adaptation after reading a book. You might find yourself thinking, "No, this character doesn't match the one described in the book at all." This happens because your brain created a certain image while you were reading, and now it's comparing that mental image to what you see on the screen. All of this is a result of active imaginative work. Albert Einstein once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." Some of his lectures even began with the words, "Imagine you are riding on a beam of light." So we shouldn't think of imagination as something for only romantics and writers. Great scientists have used it effectively to make groundbreaking discoveries. Henri Poincaré, one of the greatest scientists in history, believed that imagination is a crucial factor in intuitive discoveries. It's noted that regular reading helps people maintain mental health. The French writer Daniel Pennock said, "The paradox of reading is that it distances us from reality to give it meaning." Of course, we can't say that reading will guarantee protection against Alzheimer's, but reading good literature is an effective preventative measure against dementia. A reader's brain is constantly active, creating millions of new neural connections, which positively impacts intellectual development. People who read a lot throughout their lives tend to notice age-related declines in memory and mental abilities much later than those who don't read. Typically, people who read are more self-confident. This is because a well-read person is more knowledgeable and capable of expressing and defending their opinions in almost any discussion. Moreover, if a well-read person is unfamiliar with a topic, they can often adapt to it quickly due to their developed thinking abilities. All these qualities make a person subconsciously more confident in themselves, their knowledge, and their abilities, keeping their self-esteem balanced. It's no secret that regular reading expands vocabulary, making speech beautiful, rich, and persuasive. Vocabulary, or lexicon, is the set of words a person knows. There are 2 types of vocabulary, active and passive. Active vocabulary includes words used in speech and writing, while passive vocabulary includes words a person recognizes when reading or hearing, but does not use actively. Usually, passive vocabulary is much larger than active. To avoid being like Elachka, the cannibal from the novel The 12 Chairs, who got by with just 30 words to express almost any thought, one must keep reading. Friends, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's the best way to support us, and we work hard to create these videos for you. Few would argue that regular reading significantly increases vocabulary, enriching your speech with meaning. Voltaire once said, "By reading authors who write well, one becomes accustomed to speaking well." The age of high technology and ultra-fast speeds makes it difficult to focus on any one thing. The notorious multitasking habit hinders people's ability to concentrate, with calm focus becoming rare. The ability to concentrate deeply on one thing is considered one of the most important factors for effective personal development. Reading builds the skill of sustained concentration. When our brain is engrossed in a storyline, it is fully focused on the events described. The more regularly you read, the more your brain gets used to focusing on a single subject for longer periods. This is an incredibly important skill that anyone can develop. Newton once said, "Genius is patience focused in a specific direction." It is well known that reading positively affects thinking and memory. Those who read for at least 1 hour a day have a much more flexible and developed memory than non-readers. Reading allows one to break from the daily grind and immerse in a different reality where entirely different events unfold. Furthermore, the abundance of new names and characters actively stimulates memory. Regular reading also develops thinking, helping us gather, analyze, and interpret information. By doing this repeatedly, you train your mind to think effectively in real life as well. A well-read person is often a more perceptive and observant psychologist than someone who has never picked up a book. Addison said, "Reading for the mind is what exercise is for the body." Reading has a huge impact on broadening one's outlook. By reading good literature, you not only study psychology, learn to think and analyze, but also gain a unique perspective on life. Reading is a journey you can take without leaving home or spending a penny. A well-read person has a wide outlook and can surprise even experts with their knowledge. There's no denying that reading directly affects personal development. To put it simply, the benefit of reading versus watching a movie can be explained as follows. When reading, information goes through your eyes to your brain, where it's processed with imagination creating images. Once these images are formed, your brain places them according to the storyline, and only then do we feel emotions. The brain is the primary player. In watching a film, images are preformed and enter your mind directly, with your brain not actively involved, simply passing the information to emotions. It's easy to understand which person might be wiser, one who relies on emotions or one who relies on reasoning. Georges Elgozi said, "The two greatest inventions in history are printing, which set us before books, and television, which took us away from them." In any case, regular reading is a skill. It can be developed like any other habit. In a world constantly bombarded by fleeting information and instant gratification, reading offers a rare opportunity for depth, reflection, and personal growth. It encourages us to slow down, engage with ideas at a deeper level, and develop our inner world in a way that few other activities can. Unlike many modern forms of entertainment, reading does not merely distract, but cultivates. Each page broadens perspectives, nurtures empathy, and challenges us to think critically. For those who take up this habit, books become more than just words on paper. They are doorways to understanding, both of the world around us and of ourselves. Ultimately, the value of reading goes beyond intellectual development. It provides a foundation for a meaningful life, enriching our communication, enhancing our creativity, and deepening our emotional and social awareness. In cultivating a regular reading habit, we invest in ourselves in the most profound way possible, paving the way for a life that is not only richer in knowledge, but also in wisdom, compassion, and fulfillment. If you enjoyed this video, friends, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We have plenty of new and interesting content coming up.